Hello friends, and not yet friends, welcome back to Mary's Test Kitchen. Today we're taking the best vegan fried chicken recipe and smothering it in sweet and tangy sauce and crunchy pumpkin seeds to make vegan honey butter chicken. It's inspired by the honey butter chicken made by Korean YouTuber Maanchi. You might remember I mentioned her in my video for how to make kimchi. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Chicken is not vegan. Honey, not vegan. Butter, not vegan either. But then again, if you followed my channel for a while, you know we can veganize practically anything. Why? Because we can and because we want to. So, first step, make the vegan fried chicken, of course. I've made this recipe so many times now I can make it with my eyes closed. So have some of you, and you approved with pics. I'll be showing off some of those at the end of this video. If you know this recipe by heart already, or maybe you want to use vegan chicken tenders or nuggets from the store, you can skip ahead. Just check the timestamps in the description. If you're new here, hi, welcome. Grab a snack while I explain the process of turning this into this. We take traditional or medium firm tofu and freeze it twice. Yes, right in the package, don't open it, freeze it solid, let it thaw in the fridge or other food-safe method of thawing, and freeze it solid again ASAP. If you want a really detailed explanation of how and why and what not to do or use, check out my tutorial for vegan General Tso's chicken where I go over the specifics. After the second thaw, unpackage the tofu, press it, and separate into pieces. You'll rehydrate with double-strength vegan chicken broth. Tofu, especially after it's pressed and drained super well, barely tastes like anything, and now it'll take on the chicken flavor of your broth. And if you have not found your holy grail vegan chicken broth yet, check the description for some suggestions. The important thing is that you like the flavor. I'll prepare the second dredge first because it needs some time to set up. In previous vegan fried chicken videos, I used vegan egg TM, by Follow Your Heart. It's just really good in this recipe, the best I've tried for a nice crunchy crust, but it's not available everywhere, so I'll show you how to make this part with ground flaxseed. Just mix 2 tablespoons of finely ground flaxseed with water. I use golden flax rather than brown flax seeds because they look nicer, and it works the same. You can also use chia seeds. It looks super thin now, but let it sit while you prepare your seasoned flour. Coat all the pieces lightly with seasoned flour, shaking the excess off. And remember, you've got to be super duper delicate because this tofu wants to fall apart. Place them on a baking sheet. Some pieces will definitely fall apart, and don't worry, just set them together and they will stick together during cooking. After all the pieces get their first dusting of flour, you should have a good amount of flour left. Add some crunch to it in the form of cereal. Previously, I used organic sprouted brown Rice Krispie cereal, aka hipster Rice Krispies. Today, cornflakes, plain. Don't use frosted flakes if you decide to go the cornflake route. Crush the flakes so you have some smaller pieces, some larger ones. By now the flax should have gelled, and now the texture resembles eggs. Don't think about what else it resembles, just dunk each of your coated tofu pieces into it, let the excess drip off, Then roll them into the crunchy seasoned flour. Again, shake off the excess and place them on a baking sheet. Repeat with all the pieces. I'm going to go the oven fry method today. Just lay the pieces out onto a parchment-lined baking sheet and drizzle over some oil. And you can certainly deep fry these if you like. Just check out the tutorial for the best vegan fried chicken linked in the cards or in the description for those instructions. Or in the printable recipe, as always. If you're baking like me, start on the sauce when they are just about to be done. If you're frying, just fry first and let the pieces sit on a rack while you make the sauce. In a wok or large skillet, melt some vegan butter over medium-high heat. I always use Earth Balance because I find it the most buttery tasting, but go ahead and use the kind that you like. Then add garlic and cook until it's just starting to turn color, less than a minute. Immediately add sugar, soy sauce, lemon juice or vinegar, and vegan honey. Now, what is vegan honey, you ask? There are a few kinds on the market, which I'll link to in the description, but you can also make your own out of apple juice, sugar, and a smidge of lemon. It tastes very honeyish with a touch of apple flavor. My tutorial is linked in the cards and in the description. Or you can skip trying to replicate honey and go with agave syrup, maple syrup, or any kind you like. Whatever you decide to use, stir everything well to combine. Now, if your vegan chicken is already ready to go, let the mixture come to a boil. If not, turn off the heat until it's time to take the vegan chicken out of the oven. The oven-fried stuff is so beautiful. Sure, nothing beats deep-fried for taste and texture in my book, but gosh, oven-fried comes super close with way less work and cleanup afterwards. Okay, back to the sauce. Once it starts to boil, turn the heat down just so it can simmer a bit without bubbling over for about a minute. It'll get syrupy. At this point, turn off the heat and add your hot vegan chicken and pumpkin seeds and fold to coat. Finally, transfer your vegan honey butter fried chicken to a wire rack. The rack is nice to prevent the pieces from steaming and getting soggy. Then taste, and you can add salt if you like, maybe some cayenne pepper or Korean pepper flakes, up to you. There are no rules. And that's it. I hope you try this sticky, delicious, garlicky, sweet and tangy vegan chicken recipe. And let me know how it goes. If you want me to veganize something else you've seen on YouTube, let me know with the hashtag recipe request so I can find it easily and I just might make it. Thanks so much for watching, my friends. I am so happy that so many of you have already made the best vegan fried chicken recipe and tagged me in your pictures on Instagram. Here are some of my favorites. I especially love the ones where you got really creative with sauces and toppings. You best believe I've been adding them to my stories to show them off. Please keep them coming. Whether you make this recipe or any of my other recipes on marystestkitchen.com or on this channel, I just love seeing them. And I love you. You know what I also love? Donuts. So expect some more donuts soon. Bye for now.